Well, hello there, everybody. How's it going? It's a Tesla update, and I'm coming to you from a hot tub, so we must be up money today. We are slightly up money today, and we're here with the laptop of danger, trying to avoid a water drop. And we're going to discuss a little bit about the option I own, and I prepared some financial reports here for everybody to kind of track what we're doing. We're turning $500 into a Tesla, hopefully a Tesla Cybertruck, before the end of 2021. That is what we are going to do. So what did I buy? Let's talk a little bit about options trading and why I'm focusing on Tesla as the company that I'm only going to be working with for this exercise. I think it's really it's so appropriate to use only the company Tesla. One, because it's one of the, if not the best, it's one of the best companies on the market to invest in and to do this with, because they're so volatile. The other reason is because I want to use the money made from this to purchase a Tesla vehicle. There's a reason why I care so much about Tesla, and it's not about making money on their stock. It's about what they're doing for the planet, what they're doing for all of us, and we're moving society into a futuristic direction. That's what I love about it. And the market and people are realizing this. You know, you're ahead of the game if you can see where they are going in the future and why their stock is such a great purchase, even though, as many people will point out, people that comment, friends of mine that comment in the videos talking about how they disagree with my stance on which direction Tesla's going. To have that position, you just have to say, well, is the future gonna go in this solar electric type direction? Or are we going to keep relying on oil and the old ways of doing things? And when you think about it in just really broad black and white terms like that, you start to see how a company like Tesla has just an unlimited, future, right? And anyway, so let's talk about the specifics, though, of what I own, what happened today. So today, Tesla went up. You can see here, I'm looking at a 100-day trend right now on this chart. And what's interesting about this is that, today they're up $24, back up to over 700. But notice that over the last 100 days, look at this huge mountain that they climbed, and then they went back down into a valley, and then they came back right around here. And what does that say about this company? It says that they're gonna take wild and violent swings, and this was a huge appreciation where a lot of people took profits up here, and that's going to happen. But those people are going to come back in trying to make more profits, and the base of people that are investing in Tesla and see the future just keeps growing. So this is going to etch back up, which is why I want to hold the option that we own for another few weeks, as I think they'll reach 800 before the end of the month. And let's talk about what that will do to the option that we own and explain the options we own, because I've created a list of our portfolio, what we own, and also what we have to do to get this Cybertruck, right? We need to get up to about $100,000 after taxes and purchase price and everything we're going to want in our dual motor Cybertruck. It's probably going to be about $100,000. Right now, we only have $519.34. If all of a sudden things went crazy and this option became worth a whole lot more than it is right now, Tesla's share price is $700. This option I have to purchase Tesla at $1,450 a share by June seems crazy, is worth $515 right now in the open market. That's about what it is between the bid and the ask, or what you could probably sell it for in the morning if you tried. Now, I purchased it for $495. That shows that we have a $20 profit on this. That's a 4% gain that we've made in the 15 days that we've owned this security or this option. So that's not enough to get us to where we need to be to hit 100,000 by the end of the year. We need to be making more than 0.27% per day. We need to be making, upwards of 30 or 40% per day if we only had this $500. But this is all going to change over the next few weeks, and I explain what happens. So right now we've got $4 in cash, and the rest is in this Tesla option. The plan is to hang out here for another few weeks and watch the market value of this Tesla option probably climb somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000 before the end of the month, as Tesla probably goes toward 800. If it got to about 1,500, I would probably sell if it happened before March, because the return on that would be quite good. And
you doing a video?
Yes, of course I'm doing a video. I'm in the middle of a video. It's not my hot tub, but I'm doing a video. So what's going to happen? Hopefully that will happen and we will sell this. And then we're going to start to break this up into more than one option on Tesla, because we need to have some flexibility. Because here's what happens. This is the risky part. We have such little money to start with, right? Like it's so much more difficult to get to 100,000 when you start with 500 than to get to 100,000 if you start with 90,000. It's a whole lot easier, right? So, but at this very early stage, things are kind of risky. If Tesla has a bad run for the next month or two, our option is in enormous trouble and probably will become worthless relatively fast. So we can't have them going down here and hanging down here for months, which would be uncharacteristic for them given all the money that's in the system and the way people like to invest in Tesla. What's far more likely to happen is that there will be some rush of good news. You just sit around and wait for good news for Tesla. Something, their semi-truck got 1,000 new orders because it has like a 600-mile range and they got new batteries that are working, yada, yada, whatever it's going to be. It's going to be great news all over the place. And when that great news happens, the market reacts disproportionately and this bumps up to 800 in one day. And all of a sudden that option that we're talking about right here that's worth $500 all of a sudden becomes worth $2,000 out of nowhere. And that's when you sell it, and that's when you then wait for Tesla to drop a little bit and come back and buy in. For example, something we could have done that we didn't really optimize over the last few weeks. This option right now, it's up $20 overall. Well, this option was worth $700, I believe, on Monday. Pretty sure it was Monday that this thing was worth over $700. Had we simply sold it for $700 or a little over $700 on Monday, we could have turned around and bought it back yesterday for $460 at the close yesterday, and we could still own the same thing that we own right now, and we'd have $250 more in cash. We would end up having $254 more in cash. We'd have $769 market value. We would have a little bit more on our way to our Tesla. But we didn't do that because it's kind of risky behavior. And it's inconsistent with what we're doing, which is investing in options in Tesla because we really believe that they're going to go up, and they're going to go up disproportionately to the rest of the market for many reasons I've explained before and more you haven't even heard about. So anyway, that's where we are. We're currently up 4%. We're up $20. It's been 15 days. Other people can do better, but we're going to keep on keeping on. And for anybody who thinks that Tesla's not going up in the long term, and I mean long term like months, years, your view of the future is different than mine, and I tend to be right about stuff like this, so you probably should trust me instead.